Hey guys, what's going on? So I just want to say a couple things. This is essentially what most of us expected to happen. The division, the discrediting, the distracting, that's what all good psyops do. I know you're thinking good. No, actually that's what it's called. You know, they say it's a success because it actually distracted people from the real issues, and it's done this and that. So the people that are showing you evidence for Q not being real, they have no narrative. I have no narrative. My narrative is to follow the truth. And whenever I have blatant, obvious truth right in front of me, you know, where we can dissect a picture and show that it did not come from this place, or it did not, you know, it was edited, it was uploaded from South Carolina, not Singapore, or, you know, whatever the case may be. We don't have a narrative, and we show you evidence. When I go to see, I've seen a lot of the QTubers, and I want you to think about this. Just think about it. When they talk about people that are anti-Qers, do they show you evidence of us lying? Or do they just say, they're a liar? Nope, that's not true. Oh, they're crazy. Oh, they're a shill. They're CIA. They're this. They're that. Or do they show you evidence saying, well, this person manipulated this picture, or they manipulated what the post said, or that Pamphlet actually logged in as Qanon live on the soapbox? I mean, we can't make this stuff up. It happened, and we're showing you evidence. Are the QTubers that are saying to, you know, about us, are they actually showing you evidence? I want you to really think about it. They're not. They want you divided, and they want you distracted from the evidence, from reality. I mean, for so many people to tell me that free Iran, regime change doesn't mean war, that's where I draw. I've drawn the line at all the other stuff, because they're taking advantage of so many people. That not only that, but every time you hashtag QAnon, these people are making money. Not the QTubers, these big companies and stuff like that, because of the Twitter algorithm. Go look on my post that I posted it earlier. There's so much more behind this that is all sinister. If I didn't care, or if, you know, the other people that have debunked Q, UNIROCK, 0 Hour, on and on, so many other people, you know, it's because we care. We don't want you to be lied to. We don't want you blindly following someone, something that is saying they are military intelligence, they're close to the president, and this is what's happening. Don't worry, sit back, enjoy the show. Hey, if Pamphlet and all of them decided to say, okay guys, you know, we've actually been the ones making the post, but we did it because we wanted to get truth out there. I hope y'all can still, you know, support us, and let's do this together, because this could have been amazing. but they did it terribly. They started it out with a blatant, huge lie, saying that it was this super secret Q clearance person. Y'all, the only time Q is actual clearance is in the Department of Energy when there is an actual nuclear crisis. But even besides that, do y'all see the division that's going on? The hate? The responses that I get, even whenever I'm not directing anything at anybody, I'm just showing, let's say somebody asks me a question and I show them proof about a certain post or whatnot, okay? The flack and, you know, stuff that I get and all of us get is hateful. It's just like what the liberals are doing. No one shows evidence. They just say, you're nuts, you're crazy, you're high, you're a shill, you're a Russian bot, you're this, you're not a real patriot, who's paying you, you're dumb, you know, you're fat, you're, like, seriously, I mean, death threats, like, legit, like, think about that. Would a good movement be doing this? And I've posted this all on my Twitter, so you can go look at it for yourself. And I know a lot of people are like, oh no, Q followers aren't doing that. Yes, they are, and they're being told to do it. You might not be aware of this, but there are Discords that, you know, certain people are saying, holy crap, we've got to do damage control. Y'all go and flood all these people with hate and this and that. I don't know what words they use, but we have insiders in those Discords that have told us this. And you know why they want to start Twitter storms? Because of what I just said about the billionaires, big banks, that they're messing with the Twitter algorithm. And they're getting I don't know how the money thing works. I posted the diagrams and stuff like that. But it's something to do with the Twitter algorithms. But we don't have a narrative. Just like Dustin Nemos said that he wanted to debate UNIROCK. UNIROCK stayed live for like 6 hours. You can go check it. 6 hours on one day, a couple hours on another day, just with his Discord open, ready to debate him. Dustin Nemos went on his YouTube and said, UNIROCK doesn't want to debate me. Shows no proof of it, because there is no proof, because UNIROCK is live waiting for him. And then what I saw about how horrible they were talking about Isaac Green, they're like, he's just an idiot. I really never liked him anyway. I think he's being paid. Yep, all of these crazy accusations, zero evidence. But when Isaac claims something, he shows the evidence. He's like, I got this message from Farmer Funk saying that they would up my YouTube, you know, if I would be part of the Q team. You know, he shows the evidence and says it. He doesn't just say these things and say, y'all are gonna believe me. That's what they're doing. I want there to be a real legit movement. This really could have been amazing, and it still can be amazing, because I know there's so many patriots out there and you really do want the truth, but you're so consumed with what you have been following for 9 months. Y'all, I was watching the Q drops from day probably 3. Like, it might have been day 1, really. I guess it wasn't day 1. It was like November 1st. So, you know, when people are like, you haven't even read the Q posts. Guys, I've read them probably more than most Q followers. It's also a federal crime to impersonate military intelligence, any government official, and profit from it. So the QTubers that know what they're doing, or the people that are posting, knowing that this isn't coming from an actual military person or anybody close to Donald Trump, they all are being watched. I have been told. I know I can't show you proof of that. You have to do with that what you can. But somebody might tell you. But they are being watched. And it very well might not end up good. When they start posting crazy crap, like, you know, Roger Stone saying General Flynn knew where the bodies were buried, and Jerome Corsi said it, and then everybody else started saying it. Y'all, that almost screwed up Flynn's case. And that's the thing, y'all don't realize that that stuff is part of what they're trying to do. Another thing, you know, referencing Navy SEALs, they aren't happy with y'all doing that. And when I say y'all, I'm saying the people that are saying Navy SEALs are involved. I have talked to some. They're not happy with it. That's all I'll say about that. There's so many inconsistencies. When y'all talk about Eric Prince and Blackwater doesn't even exist anymore. It's Academy, spelled with an I. Eric Prince is a bad guy. He has done terrible things. He's being investigated right now. Y'all. So the thing is, I just want everybody to, with an open mind, really put everything you know aside, or everything you think you know, put it aside. I was told yesterday on one of my tweets, oh my gosh, you know what you should be doing on your Twitter? You should be casting out liberals and all this I don't even remember what it said, but pretty much saying, like, I should be posting how insane I should be being mean to liberal people that are on the liberal side. Well, first of all, I do, like, with the politicians and the people that act straight crazy. But here's the thing, y'all. We have all, every single one of us, have been lied to since the day we were born. I can say that for sure because it's been over 100 years. Our politics aren't what we think they are. And the real movement needs to be that we wake up people on the left, the right, and the middle, so we can all come together and do something great. Make the government, completely transparent. Hold them accountable. People talk about how terrible Venezuela is and stuff like that. Well, you know what? Over 1,000 people, elite people that are in big banks, big oil, all of that, have been arrested on corruption. All the stuff that we think is going to happen here, oh, they're going to be arrested for their corruption. And TikTok, we're still waiting. They've arrested over 1,000 of them in Venezuela because they were messing with the economy by doing what they're doing. And that's exactly what they're doing here too. They mess with the economy by making these crazy trades, these crazy whatever they're doing, all this corruption. And they actually went out and arrested them. What are ours doing? Hillary's running around free, acting stupid. Obama's doing whatever he's doing. Bush. That's all I'll say. But seriously, we need to all come together. All of us. Okay? Tolerance. Learn the word tolerance. Okay? Y'all have a great day. Oh, one more quick thing. I get this a lot. People are like, oh, that person, oh, they've already, you know, they used to dox people, they used to do this, and so I don't believe anything they do because they were a bad person. Oh, okay, well, here's the thing. People grow up. They change their ways. And when they're showing you actual evidence, no matter how crazy, how much you might not like them, or how much, you know, they might have doxed some people, which I do not, and I'm going to give you an example. I'm sure y'all all know of Candace Owens, right? Well, you know, Candace Owens was a hardcore liberal. Only about 2 years ago, she actually created a doxing site that if a Republican or conservative person, gun owner, whatever the case may be, if you didn't like, this hate speech that all these liberals, you know, you could just go and upload it. And this website was going to hold all of this information. And so it could affect your jobs. It could affect all of this stuff. The site was created, ready to roll out. But she changed. And I bet almost all of y'all support her. You need to think about that. And evidence is evidence. I had somebody like completely crazy stalking me, making fake videos about what I didn't really say and all of this stuff, and I'm not even gonna say the person's name because whatever, but I watched a video of his the other day and he had some pretty freaking amazing evidence. Just because he acted like a complete fool to me, and he is a little bit cuckoo, I'll just put it nicely, that doesn't make his evidence and his information wrong just because he was mean to me. Like, Defango has cursed at me. You know, he's like, what the shit? Why are you even messaging me? Blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't make his evidence not valid. I think he was just overwhelmed because he was getting a lot of trolls and stuff, and he probably thought I was one of them. But you see what I'm saying? Like, take the emotion out of it and look at the logic. Okay, bye guys.